Alright, so, not sure how many people know exactly what happened with my other channel, the gun specific channel, Guns and Politics. Um, like so many others, and actually, like my own channel and the Triggered TV channel before it, eventually YouTube said, no, you can't say that here, and decided to boot us off. This time, ironically, but their reasoning for it was actionable, so I may well get that channel back eventually. The lawyers are currently fighting it out with them, so I have no idea how long that'll be. In the meantime, because it's me and I'm not about to just stop entirely, figured I would put this out. This is something I've been kind of fiddling with in my off time while we're all in forced economic breakdown. I mean, quarantine. So this is really more than anything just a junk parts build that I put together. As you can see, it is battle worn finished, at least insofar as I could do it. This isn't Cerakote, it's just spray paint. The base layer on it is a steel Cerakote, like a reflective metallic color Cerakote. I wanted to try and do one that looked like it was raw but was finished, and that got real boring real quick, so I shot it with some black spray paint, and then shot it again with the yellow spray paint after that had dried, and just kind of wore it down with really fine grade sandpaper. I think it came out looking pretty cool. I'll show you the other side here in a minute. As far as the parts, it's just basic stock, basic grip. This is a cheapo True Glow scope that I stuck on it, but it holds the recoil really well, and I haven't had any issues with it. So for a little $30 POS scope, it's been pretty solid. Same with the rings. I think were the ones that came with it. Little $5 cheapo rings. It is missing a couple of parts still, but it's nothing that has impeded function. I have another. I have the front takedown pin, the pivot pin for it. I just haven't got the spring and the detent, so when I shoot it, I just kind of push it in with my thumb until I get those parts in the mail, which until they finish with the forced economic collapse, that could be months apparently on just those two cheapo parts. It is a CMMG bull barrel, which is pretty cool. I at one point had this on a registered M16 lower, and this thing it's had some rounds through it because of that. But because it's so freaking thick, it just handles the crap out of rapid fire and whatnot. The heating is just not an issue for it at all. So that's kind of sweet. It is also missing the bolt catch, which again doesn't really impede function at all. It just stops it from locking open when the last round comes through. That's not that big a deal on a play gun anyway. And again, I know you're seeing here and there are some high spots, some shiny spots. That is not exposed metal. At least I don't think it is. It should be just the silver Cerakote that was on it before, except for this, which is exposed metal. That's just the part I stuck on there in case I decided I ever wanted to put a foregrip on it. Other than that, though, it's basically just a junk build. Random stuff that I happened to have laying around, and decided, well, put together a little something and see what I could put together on it. It doesn't have a muzzle device on it. That's because I have a Form 1 suppressor that I typically keep on it, but I haven't got it on there because then it won't fit in this little bitty box. like this, I can just kind of stick it in there, and it's good to go. But yeah, standard GI trigger. It's got a Palmetto State Armory bolt carrier group in it, which has worked just fine. And you know, I've done a lot, at least on the other channel, I had done a lot of painting videos where I was doing spray paint to acquire a bunch of different kind of finishes and whatnot. This one was one that I had talked about doing. I did the first half of it and never got around to showing how it would come out once it was all done. So I figured I would put this up just to show the kind of effect you get with spray paint when you're trying to do a battle-worn finish. This is not my best work as far as the battle-worn goes. If you have more time and more patience, you can definitely get a better effect out of it. But yeah, I just figured I'd give you guys kind of a quick little rundown on it, and to give everyone a hey, I haven't died of this, that, or the other thing. I'm still here making videos, at least in theory, provided I ever get out of the house to have the option to do so, or at least can get parts shipped into me at some point.